So today we're gonna be working on a tag that goes behind in here, and we're gonna also put the pockets in here, the two pockets in here. So this is on our pastel floral journal, and this is what I did. It's a journal card tag, and it has two pockets. It has a pull in there and a die cut, and then it has two pockets, one in here and another one in here. And this, I'm going to hold a pencil to match that color. Like that. And this pencil I used was Clay Rose, in case you have the set. So Clay Rose. So let's get started. What we're gonna do, we are going to use this book, Chateau Rose, because it has beautiful pages that have roses and lace, and the one that I want to use is the one that has music paper. That's the one I'm using. And I'm cutting it, this one, the music, is gonna be the one that is wrapping around in here. So it's gonna be 4 inches by 6.5 tall. You're gonna cut that on this side, 6.5, 4 inches wide and 6.5 tall. Okay, then you're gonna need the other part. When you cut this part, the top section that you cut from this paper that we did that's what you're gonna use for the top. Is this paper, and you're gonna cut 3.5 wide by 6.5. So 3.5 wide by 6.5, and this one 4 inches by 6.5. And we're gonna put it like this. We're gonna fold it and put it like this. The other thing that you're gonna need is some of my digital, and what I did was I used one of these. This is the one that I used, and I cut with a puncher. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this in here, and I'm gonna show you what I did. Let me show you how this works. You have to fold the paper, and it's gonna be the same, that shape twice. So I wanna have the flower at the top, so I am folding it so that the flower is in there. And now I'm gonna put this inside of here. Try to put it in the middle. And look how pretty. Beautiful. First thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna fold these so that it, you can score it, but I'm gonna do it this way, okay? See if it's okay. Seems to be okay. If it's okay, then you can burnish. So now you are going to find the middle. You want the notes to be the right way. I think it is that way. No, it is this way. Okay, so I'm going to find the middle of this. And so it's right here. So I'm gonna take that. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Scorched timber, tiny bit. And then I'm gonna glue this in here. I'm gonna glue this in here, and I'm gonna glue it. I hope that my glue is working because I forgot to put the pin yesterday. That was so bad. So I'm gonna put at the top. It's still working. In this side. And in here. Come on. Make sure it is smashed. And then we have to glue the other side. Gonna find the middle again, so I know where to put the these. So it's right here, right there, and this time you're going to only put so you are going to put only up to that line. Now we're gonna round the edges. You can put a tiny bit of this if you want to. Not necessary, but especially probably in here because it is brown, and maybe that's where you're gonna notice the difference. So that's it for this, except that we have to round, and we're gonna use this one. I think it's better, this one, than the other one for this. So you decide which one you want. It's probably better if you round them before you put your notch. I think I'm gonna use better the one that is a tiny bit larger. Wow, break my... Okay, I think I like that one better. Okay. So now we're gonna prepare the cards, and I'm gonna bring you the cards that I've been using. They're purchased from Amazon. I mean, not Amazon, I'm sorry, Temu. I love this brand in Temu, ASSTSS. It's a very good brand, and I'm gonna show you exactly the ones that I used, and I just have to cut them. They are 4 by 5.5. But you're just gonna cut one side, and you're gonna cut like an inch from each side. That's what you're gonna cut. You're gonna cut an inch, and then you're gonna round the corners. I use this one, and you see it is now 3 inches. I made them 3 inches, and I didn't cut the top. I cut only 1 inch, and I put 2 labels in there. And in the back, I just tinted a tiny bit, and then on this side, I use a different one. Probably will not use any more from this set because I want to do things that are completely different. And these are also from Timu. They're already cut like that. I will show you. So let's cut all the both cards, and we'll be right back. So this is where I got the flower from. When you open, they are die cuts. And they have like jewelry, flowers with jewelry. So how pretty. So let's see, I tried to find one that was lighter so it will match more the page where this is going through. I put in there, be open to whatever comes next. And I put these two. This is our from Team Host, and this one I'll show you from where it comes. So this one was from the Amazon fragment text, and remember these are stickers, so what I did is I took it out of there and I put glue between the sticker and the cardboard. So these are the labels. They come from Amazon, and it comes in different colors. Also come in blue, red, pink, green, and beige. Okay, and I'm using the one that is pink, and be open to whatever comes next. And I have to cut it in two because it's a long strip, and I cut it in two so that I can put it in there. So I cut it in whatever, and then comes next. Okay, this is a page from these gorgeous flowers. I purchased this long time ago from Amazon. I didn't see them this time. I don't know if they still have them, but you can check. And they're beautiful, very colorful. And so we're gonna be using these. There's two of each of the designs, and they are very soft and very pretty. And look at that. So we're gonna use this one in here because I want it to be soft. What I'm gonna do, I want it to be gusseted, so I'm gonna fold, and they're very strong paper. Maybe we don't have to make it gusseted. Let's not make it gusseted, and then I'm going to cut it to the size that I need. So it has to be 4 3/4. I decided that instead of cutting it, I'm gonna fold this section in here so that it is stronger in there. You know, you should do this on a scoreboard so that it is perfect. But that's all right. I didn't do it on a scoreboard, and I'm gonna glue this part. I think since when they're handmade, they're not meant to be perfect because they're handmade, and I think it's beautiful when they're like that. And then let's do this. So now let's see. You know what? I can fix it with if it's not straight, I can fix it with the cutter. It's only a tiny section. Now it is perfect. Oops. Cutter didn't do a good job. So let's see what we have now. I think we can cut, let's fold the other part. Just making it stronger. Like an inch. I folded like an inch on the back. I think what happened is I'm trying to make it perfect on the side, but if the paper itself is not perfect, I always have a misbehaving glue. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be making this very strong. Now we need to make it not smaller because we don't want it bigger than 4 3/4. So about there. I think I'm gonna cut it instead of doing that. Okay. So 4 3/4. It's almost here. Maybe there. I think that would be perfect, but since this has been rounded, I think I'm gonna round that corner in there. Okay, so I rounded that corner so that it is rounded in there, like that. And then I'm gonna put the notch. The notch should go matching in there, so let's see. Doesn't matter if you match the notch or not, but I'm trying to match it there. So I think that's gonna be super pretty, and it's a surprise when you open this that you see that. And in here, ooh, what happened there? This is a gorgeous paper. I hope Amazon, if they don't have it, they bring it back because they are gorgeous. Some of you may already have it in your stack. So we still have these. Let's see. This is too tall. I was thinking maybe we just take and use that someplace else and we can cut it in there. Let me see where we can cut it. Yeah, we can cut it on that line. And maybe we can put a backing, something to write. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so this is a piece of the background papers that I gave you. And we're gonna glue this in here like that. And let's put glue. The back, oh, you know what, we're gonna cut it because we don't wanna use it complete. The last of the glue. That's too difficult. Let's cut it. Oh, it didn't glue completely, so let's glue it completely before we cut it. When you cut it, you have to put your scissors slanted so that you don't cut your other paper. If you're like me, that you don't cut straight, then you can use a cutter. And that's what I'm gonna do if I don't cut too straight. Everything can be fixed. I'm gonna do it fast and then I can fix it with that cutter. Make sure it is straight. Okay. Then this is gonna be a journaling card. So let's round the corners. Okay, it's a journaling card. Look how pretty the back is. So maybe we can put a flower in here. Let me bring a flower. I'm gonna do the blue this time because there's some blue in here too. So let's check the blue ones. It's a tiny bit purple in them. Oh, that is gorgeous. They're already cut for you. That's the best part. I'm gonna take this one that says there is beauty in simplicity. But I'm gonna cut it. Let's see. I'm gonna cut it where it says in. So that is beauty in simplicity. They are very sticky. Oh no, I damaged it. But that's all right. We're gonna make it work. Yeah, I like to do mistakes so that I can tell you how to fix it. All right, you're right. Since I don't know if this is gonna now, let's put more of the glue. So there is beauty in simplicity, and we can put something else. Thinking of putting one of these below. I think we used already the one that says garden. No, we didn't use that one, the one that says garden. Let's see how big it is. Maybe not. I on this one so that I can bring the roses, because there are roses on the other page. So let's cut it. I notice in here you have to cut first. Maybe they're not all stickers. Yeah, there are stickers, but you have to cut them. Cut the extra paper. Well, it still took some of the flour, but that's all right. So it's gonna go inside of here. Let's see. Like that. When you pull it, it has the